A bright and gifted young visionary identifies a problem in the world. So they build an app. And everything changes.
Civic life in the cyber age is the freedom to engage with one another and to really build the world that we want.
You don't have to be the most brilliant or the most radical or the most funded. What you must be is convinced.
We are at a day-long conference focusing on digital technology.
Civic life in the cyber age.
I really want to think about hybrid spaces.
We know diversity in the tech field is a really big problem.
Really was exciting and interesting, mostly because they brought in a really good variety of speakers.
What is the public square in the cyber age?
I was really excited to hear from Henry Timms.
There are moments when it really helps for Beyonce to tweet. But typically the way that ideas spread is they don't have these big, huge celebrity moments. Think less about wildfires and more about campfires.
We had some panels come on.
We hear terms like media literacy or the digital divide.
But I think we're going back to some of these fundamental core civic skills.
They took a lot of questions from the audience.
If we're expecting Amazon to be able to cater to us so we don't have to leave our couch, why can't we expect the same for voting?
We have a whole spectrum of folks who are not digitally literate, and what do we do with that?
And there's a whole lot of interaction actually. It's really interesting.
It's one thing to have the tools to be able to speak out, but it's another thing to be heard.
I feel like when I go to these events, I always walk away with some kind of lesson.
We are easily seduced by the idea that somehow this kind of collaborative utopia will emerge.
I look around at the world today and I see two realities. I see a world where technology is used to make our world smaller.
There is a future where the only channel is Facebook or Twitter.
Where algorithms and not curiosity drive our learning.
There's a great deal of confusion about the difference between actual participation and consumption.
What's happening here today is very exciting because you have a large number of people who are interested in the process.
But I also see glimpses of a vision that many of us share for what this world can be.
They actually got the government not to raise tuition. It wasn't merely an observational tool.
We do have a digital town square. It is the web.
Being in the same room as so many people with different ideas.
I see technology being used to connect and engage and expand.
The environment's good, the people are great.
So the idea behind Giving Tuesday was to create a day where people turn outward to think more broadly about the world.
This is kind of a must-go-to.
The nature of communication has changed. You can use a machine to simulate an experience, to build empathy.
And everywhere I turn, I see those very real rays of light that are cracking through those rocks, the roses that are coming up from the concrete. Evidence that the world we want is possible.